I would like to request Mr. Mohammad Salim, the President of the Bengal State Committee.
Thank you very much. I think the working language for this discussion is English because we have a lot of friends from outside the Bengal also. I must congratulate the CTUA for the human service they're doing to bring back ostensibly Trump, but at least the memory of Trump in the heart and mind of the people. The greatest struggle in present era for the poor against the power is to preserve and conserve its memory. Every day our memory chiefs are being sought to be erased. I'm thankful to Mr. Kapoor. He said something about good thing about Calcutta as well as bad thing also. As a Calcuttan, we have to accept that and appreciate that. First of all, Calcutta, one thing is clear that nothing comes to an end in Calcutta. Normally that is the issue and practice. That's why rest of the country, wherever you go, they say you are very conservative, old mindset, traditionalist. But we have failed to preserve. That's the issue. That's why in Calcutta we have 3 centuries living together simultaneously. Some parts of Calcutta you can see in North Calcutta you will find 18th century still existing. In some parts it's 19th century, in some parts it's 20th century, and some parts you will find 21st century also. So 4 centuries coexist this in time frame in at one go. And this is the beauty. Not only the multiculturalism, but we need this multimodal transportation system. We have much more mode of transportation in Calcutta than any other cities at the moment. We are proud to have first metro in this country. At the same time, we have the oldest mode of transportation. Even now you will find somewhere, sometime occasionally bullock carts, rickshaws. But today's topic is tramways, mainly. Together with this, I'm happy that bicycling, cyclist interest and promoting cycle is also an issue here because an environment also is here. So we have bicycle mayor, he will throw up some light on that. We have Onumita who will talk about the environment because at this time of this year we face it. Delhi, lot of debate, discussion and political issues are also there on the question of environment. But here in this part of our country, the media also do not report how these poisons we are consuming. We have a leading pulmonologist. We will tell about though our heart is large, but how our lungs are being constructed because of this pollution. At the same time, when we are asked to light lamps traditionally for the inauguration of this seminar, this tradition. But it's not only just tradition, it's a practice. Is it for the light? Because already through this calculated supply corporation's electricity and the arrangement of the lighting, we have sufficient lights. But despite or in spite of that, we are lighting ceremony. Why? We had an old song, जोत से जोत जलाते चलो, प्रेम की गंगा बहाते चलो, जोत से जोत जलाते चलो. From one earthen lamp we can light thousands of lamps. Despite this development of science and technology, you cannot light another lamp, even if it's a halogen lamp, or now these LED lamps. So this is the tradition of our country, and normally this lamp is equated with, as a metaphor, it is used for gyan or just to avoid darkness. So if I see this future of tramways and the present tramways conditions in Bengal or in Calcutta in particular, there is darkness, hopelessness. C2A is struggling hard, campaigning as an advocacy group. They are doing their work and they are bringing together those people in Calcutta to make them aware why do we need to save our tramways. I'm happy that a lot of youngsters have joined this. Normally, we are told in the popular parlance that old people, because of romanticism, because of traditionalities, they want this tram. It's a slow moving. But youngsters, they are fast. They believe in faster mode of transportation. But it's good that C2A is able to inculcate these values and the needs is being felt. And this is the Jyot se Jyot jalate chalo. From these small groups, we can make this people aware and larger groups can join this movement to protect and preserve tramways. Because they need a sustainable mode of transportation system. And that must be affordable, dependable, reliable, and safe, cost effective. We have international conferences for decarbonization. And here, with fossil fuels, with diesels, petrols, gas, we are polluting our nature. The future of our nature depends on the nature of our future. What's going to be our nature in the future? And this is why we need tramways. It's not because the other cities do not have and we have one. In particularly Calcutta, the older people, the retired population, we have large number of, because lack of industrialization, lack of development in service sectors, the younger people are going abroad to other parts of this country for livelihoods. More and more elderly people, now they are compelled to go out of their home, and because life expectancy has also grown, and they want to travel, they have to travel. So which is the safest, reliable and dependable mode of transport system as well as cost effective? We have surplus electricity in this country. No doubt we do require more energy efficient and lighter version of tramways. If we want to protect our tram services, throughout the world that development has taken place, we have. But the question here is, at the moment the challenge is, the older version of tramways are now being scrapped, officially or unofficially. If you go to any tram depot, you will find it's locked from outside, no service is being produced, but either stealing or auctioning is going ahead just to chop, decannibalize or cannibalize the tram cars. This has to be. Unfortunately, the present government thinks these tram depots as real estate. So shopping mall may come up, some entrepreneurs may come up. I have no objection if entrepreneurs come up, investors come up, but we have to protect the tramways. The basic thing is tram services. Tram depots are meant for transportation, and we do require public transportation system badly. Earlier in other cities, whenever we used to go, we were astonished that a lot of people waiting at the bus stop when the bus will come. But in Calcutta, bus or taxi, you can just raise your hand and you will get it at your. But now it's not this case. Even for an auto or toto, you have to have a long queue. Hours together, you have to wait for the whole public transportation system has gone down. So we require mass, rapid transport system as well as connectivity. People have to travel from one place to other place and for smaller distances. In Canada, we have seen in other countries also, we are told, we read that the heart of the cities, business districts, normally these fast moving transportations are banned. because of the parking problem, because of the congestion. And in Calcutta, the police or corporation or the government is giving the other side of the argument. It's a wrong argument. This because of traffic congestion, you don't require trams. Rather, in other cities, tram is popularized, even free of charge. Tram plies in the heart of the cities so that people don't require to bring their personal car into the business district. So you can have a lot of spaces. Particularly in Dharmtala estates, a lot of campaign city is organized. Police deliberately is preventing trams to move. What is the vested interest? In this transport syndicate, which is converting into a transport mafia, unfortunately, and that interest is working against the tramways. It's not the people of Calcutta. And unfortunately, media has failed to promote that idea that it is for the interest of a certain group, who a mafia or syndicate, who wants to destroy this tram system. Mr. Kapoor has said about this tram, horse-driven trams. Now we have electricity trams. We can go to the lighter version. But tram depots are also very important. One interesting thing I can tell you for the Calcuttans and others, when we talk about 46 communal riots, you see all those areas where tram depots are there, because the tram workers were very organized. When the madness was there for communal violences, the slums, the places of habitations of the working class people were protected because of these organized tram workers, unionized laborers. They prevented any kind of loots or arsoning, be it Belgacia, Raja Bazar, Nonapur, Park Circus, Taliganj, Khadirpur. Their communal violence did not take place, and all those places where tramways were not there, tram depots were not there, organized tram workers were not there, the eastern fringe of the city were burned down. So it's just anecdote, but the whole issue is that we do require the transportation system which the people need most, not the promoters. Thank you very much.